Okay, now, now we're going to do the quest. Villains. It's gonna happen. Surely. Unless I fall down another hole. And it starts yet another quest. Okay. This way. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. Okay, hi. Can't let you live. Don't know how I left you alive this whole time.
Busted. Dissipate.
Okay. Hello, bird. What's up? Taking your pine cone and your mercotte. Thank you. What's this road lead to? Hello, other bird. Hi.
Here you
I 100% thought I was playing as Zhongli, and then I wasn't.
The hunted.
The New Tide Anthology Part 2. New Tide are tomorrow. Ley lines, the opposite of New Tide. Nothing at all to do with tomorrow. Order. Most commonly heard when insisting that others do what they're told. Please act in an orderly manner. Principles. Commonly collocates with flexible. Flexible principles. Principles are flexible. Family, a chaotic but relatable group. Compiled by Trenty Zaytoon Peach. What a name. Oh, wait, I vaguely remember these people. They were like the voting on whatever nonsense. Okay, so that's actually related to this this quest we're doing. I'm glad we got minorly distracted. And there's an Oculus. I can actually see this one. Quick, look. Seems that kid is over there. Are they? Oh, there was a rainbow rose all the way out here. And another one. I don't need these anymore. Hi, Blanche. What's up? One moment. I have to climb this building somehow.
Solidify.
Don't worry about it. Okay. Now I can speak with Blanche. Hey there, kiddo. Why are you sitting there? She's not sitting, Paimon. She's standing. You're the ones from before, Storm and Paimon. Good memory. We're here to help you find your brother. I'm helping her find her brother. I remember nothing of this. Thank you, but I'm worried that... Don't worry, we won't charge you. We just can't stand idly by when someone needs our help. It's not that. My brother left me some money. I'm just worried that... Are you worried that your brother is a treasure hoarder? Yes. You're good people. I can see that. But my brother and those two were friends. I know being a treasure hoarder isn't an honest job. I don't want to drag you into their business. I know how you feel. I'm also looking for my family. Also, I'm besto friendos with Child, and he's a, Fatui Harbinger. It happens. And Scaramouche is like my literal child, also a Fatui Harbinger. That's why finding your brother should be our first priority. Yep, we'll find your brother first, and then we'll ask him what happened. See? There's nothing to worry about. We're the ideal people to help you. Just leave it to us. You really are different. I see. Then thank you for your help. Here's what happened. A month or so ago, my brother happened to acquire a potion formula that could be very valuable. It's said to be the work of the Fontaine Research Institute and is known as pure water. Oh dear God. After the institute exploded, many things were scattered in the wilderness, and my brother often roamed around the area. That's how he picked it up. He came across it by himself? No, maybe he might have been with a group of people, but my brother must have kept it for himself. And that's why his friends called him a traitor. That's the only reason I can come up with, anyway. No wonder those two treasure hoarders were looking for him. But why are all of you here? Are there any leads here? Well, this used to be the backyard of the Fontaine Research Institute, which was home to various plant nurseries. It's said that the potioneer who created the pure water once lived here in seclusion to work on it. She's using a lot of big words for a child. Very impressive. Or she's the mastermind of this operation. One or the other. The formula was written without too much detail or context and contained the names of some raw ingredients. But my brother couldn't understand them, so he came here looking to see if there were any relevant manuscripts left. And then he disappeared? Yeah, from the look of this place, it's been long abandoned, with no nurseries in sight. Even this house is empty. Where could my brother have gone? Don't worry, we'll find him. Oh, speaking of which, what's your brother's name, Blanche? It's Tricky Bullfruit. He's also one of the Fruity Order's operatives. These are such interesting names. Good on them for letting themselves walk around with those names. Could not be me. That name's a bit of a surprise, but not really. Anyway, let's try calling out to him from around here. Hey, Tricky Bullfruit, where are you? Tricky Bullfruit, your sister is looking for you. Tricky Bullfruit, squeak if you can hear us. Stop that, Miss Paimon. We might draw the attention of his enemies. Makes sense. Sorry, Paimon forgot that we're not the only ones looking for him. Squeak. Huh? What was that? Did you hear that? Paimon heard something. I heard it. Me too. Let's look around. Paimon's certain someone's hiding nearby. Who was that lady that was up on the cliff? A tree. Hi. Hello? Is someone speaking? Are you hiding in the tree trunk? Apparently not. Ooh, are they hiding in the that's the most likely option. I will interact with this tree first because I am sure that they are hiding in that water thing. Hello? Is someone squeaking? Are you hiding in the mud? Apparently not. Is there that much mud there that they could be hiding in it? Hello? Is someone speaking? Are you hiding in the wine barrel? Apparently not. Are you sure no one's hiding in here? I guess. Where else? Am I blind? Knock on the door. Hello? Did someone say something? Are you hiding inside? Doesn't seem like it. Yeah, Paimon thinks so too. Seriously, wait! Who are you? You said something again. Brother, it's my brother's voice. Brother, are you inside? You said you checked the house, Blanche. Did you not even go inside? Your brother could have obviously seen it was you had you just gone inside. I'm not anyone's brother. I just borrowed that guy's voice. What? You're Tricky Bullfruit, aren't you? Stop this act right now. Your sister's worried to death. I told you it's not me. Come inside and you'll understand. Open the door. You push the door, but the door suddenly pushes back. You were hoping that it would open its heart to you, but the lock rejected you. It's not gonna squeak open. It won't open. Squeak. Hey, stop acting like a kid. Just hand us the key already. Doors come in all shapes and sizes. Those that can open have a key, and those that can't go without, just like the situation you're facing right now. Shall I show you how violence opens all doors? I always wake up and choose violence. That's a good choice to make. The poor world gave birth to a poor child, and the poor child has learned poor skills. Who are you to judge me and my manners, sir? You are squeaking behind a door and acting like a 2-year-old. Violence, destruction, conflict. They shall have exceptionally poor effect on me. I think they have exceptionally poor effect on everyone except the person who is committing said crimes. Brother, no, my brother wouldn't say such things. You're not my brother. Who are you? Oh, who's this? What a pure little princess. Ah, even the blue-crowned finch would dance for you. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm an apostle of the world of intense purity. What is this quest? I feel like I'm in a fever dream. Just like when we were doing the weird Oceanid quest that had like the finch and the boar that thought it was a dog. I've descended into this darn cabin now, so just call me the Cabin of Intense Purity. As for your brother, that vile man known as Tricky Bullfruit, his vileness is beyond your ken. And upon entering a pure world, the vile one found no escape. Sorry, a what world again? What are you talking about? My brother isn't that kind of person. Wait, he's gone to another world? Do you mean he's dead? The world has wrapped itself around him, just like resin wraps around a worm. He's merely trapped. Does resin wrap around a worm? What is this analogy? I have never heard of this. Does another world really exist? Yes. Yes, it does. I, as the traveler, have been to many, apparently. Supposedly. What do you think, Storm? Do you believe that? You know better than us when it comes to other worlds. It's possible. What do you mean it's possible? The beginning of the game says that you've traveled to many worlds. Mr. Cabin of Intense Purity, please tell me how I can get my brother back from that world. I merely know how to lead people there, but I don't know how to guide someone back. In that case, what's your objective? Countless are the wise, but you are the rarest amongst them. I spoke in haste when there were more important things to do. The person is trapped by the world, and the world is infected by that person, and thus has the pure white path fallen into darkness. Therefore, I cannot embark on the road back home, and instead require your assistance. Paimon didn't think the guy we were looking for was such a big troublemaker. But do not forget that to help me is to help yourselves. Once everything is done, I shall accidentally leave a key behind. And you shall unexpectedly obtain said key. Due to blind chance, of course. Will that allow me to bring my brother back? I dare not guarantee your success, but this is the only way to the other side. What? You can't even guarantee that? Can you at least tell us how we're supposed to help you then? And no bad stuff. We don't do that. I swear in Purity's name that I have never committed any evil, not from the moment of my birth. I disagree. What you're doing right now, this wordplay, is evil. You are hurting me. Very painfully. I only require a few pure pine cones. They are all I need to repair my contaminated path. Pure pine cones? Paimon has never heard of those. They are precious fruit planted by a potioneer and can only be found around this cabin. Why are they so effective, you ask? Why, they are miraculous herbs watered with pure water. Pure water? Isn't that the potion formula my brother obtained? Now Paimon remembers the potioneer Fontaine Research Institute. The previous potioneer is indeed the last lucky soul to have visited the world of purity. If we're talking about the fortune he obtained in that paradise, then it is the thing we call pure water. This cabin I now live in was once his residence. Oh, so others have been to that world too, have they? Storm, Paimon, was a little skeptical about the truth of his words, but what he said matches what Blanche has told us. The cabin is where the potioneer used to live in seclusion. I always speak the truth. No judge would ever accuse me of deceit. Am I supposed to take you at your word? Of course a liar is going to tell you that he's telling the truth. That's kind of how lying works. Now that we know my brother's whereabouts, I'll definitely find him, but Paimon, Storm, I don't want to put you at risk. Don't say things like that. We've already decided to help you, right? An adventure to another world would be quite interesting. That's our greatest adventure for you. I see. In that case, could you please take this simple test of mine? A test? You didn't say anything about that. Don't you trust us? After seeing all of you, and especially after witnessing how valiant this blonde knight is, I took the liberty of inwardly labeling you as beyond question. But to be honest, the Paradise of Purity is no children's playground. If you lack strength, your lives may be in danger. If the princess ceases to be happy, then I shall never be happy either. So please make a display of sufficient strength, dear knights. It is a power that springs from purity, and it can control the purest source of water in the world. Thus, the people of this world call it the power of hydro. Water is just hydro. That's nothing difficult for Storm. I see you're willing to follow my plan. In that case, let us get straight to it. Please observe these simple mechanisms carefully and light them up with the power of hydro. That was really obnoxious. Hi. Hello? Stop moving. Okay. Amazing, Golden Knight. The tiny machine didn't last a minute against you. You really are amazing, Storm. All I did was get a weird floating jar wet. See, Paimon said there was nothing to worry about. Then please find me pure pine cones. It's a miraculous fruit born of this place. And please do remember that I need a total of 5. All right, we got it. Seriously, why do we have to do something as trivial as searching for pine cones? I apologize, but I lack hands and feet. I'm just a pitiful, lowly little cabin. But you said you live in the cabin. Like 2 minutes ago. So are you the cabin, or are you someone within the cabin? Let's split up, Paimon. It'll speed things up. The sooner we find the pine cones, the sooner we'll get to see my brother. I'm heading off first, all right? Don't go too far, Blanche. Don't leave our sight. I know. I'll search over here on the east side. Okay. Pine cones. Pine cones. Hello. I got a pine cone. How is it this big? It must be a pure pine cone, right? 5 of them should be enough. Give me this. Hello, Blanche. There's a pure pine cone. There's something over here. This is a regular pine cone. Do. One day, I will find these pine cones. It's gonna happen. It's definitely 100% gonna happen. Hi, rude. That's 3, but it doesn't seem like there are any nearby. Did Blanche pick up the rest? I don't know. Oh, okay. I was in the middle of something. Okay. Well, Blanche, I hope you picked up 2 pine. Oh, one moment. Oh man, I thought those were crystal flies. They were just normal butterflies. Lame. Blanche, how many pine cones have you found? We have 3 over here. I've only found 1, but I've searched the entire area. We have 3 and Blanche has 1. That makes 4. 5 minus 4 equals 1. So we only need 1 last pine cone. But there doesn't seem to be any nearby. What should we do? Should we speak to the cabin about it? That guy doesn't seem that easy to trick. Hey, you over there. You savior. The new tide is here. What are you doing here again? What happened to maintaining a sense of distance? You're looking for those crappy pine cones, right? And you're looking for more, right? Well, I have the rest. You'll want them? Wait, how did you know we were looking for pine cones? Hey, trendy flyer. Do you want it or not? You've been eavesdropping? Oh, ley lines. Is that the only reason you can think of? Who was it shouting, "Tricky bullfruit," all over the shop, huh? The entire mountain heard you. Even children came over, out of curiosity. Are you saying you're a child? And I'm one of the 5 great operatives of the Fruity Order. Do I look like a child to you? Yes, because you are calling yourself Zaytoon Peach. Ah, sorry, Blanche. Guess Paimon really did draw the attention of your brother's enemies. What enemies? I don't have time for this nonsense. I'm here to do business with you. I may not have heard your conversation with the person in the cabin, but since Blanche is also helping him, I'm certain it's connected to bullfruit somehow. Tell me what the person in the cabin said, and I'll give you the rest of the pine cones. It's really that simple, isn't it? Or maybe I can take the pine cones from you. Oh, now you're making me angry. I'm one of the 5 great operatives of the Fruity Order. Do I look like a child to you? Would I carry such items with me? You wouldn't believe us if we told you. It's not something an ordinary person would understand. Don't look down on me. Ordinary people would never understand the teachings of the new tide. All right then, if you don't mind being scared to death, the cabin isn't human. The cabin was never human. The cabin was a cabin, Paimon. Stating that the cabin isn't human is just a matter of fact. This concerns another world. Another world? Hear that? Unbelievable, huh? How could there be another world? Paimon bets that's what you're thinking right now. Are you kidding me? Why would I think that? The new tide is exactly that. Wait, the new tide is a world too? Have you been there? I haven't, but so what? I think it exists. Got a problem with that? You should discard all your ley line thoughts. Let me tell you this, the order of this world is slipping away. And that's why new worlds are being born. This is also why treasure hoarders are born when there is an amicable, dear God, an imbalance in wealth. Treasure hoarders exist to bring balance back to wealth. The ley lines have contaminated everyone, and so the new tide shall be born. The darkness has contaminated everyone, and so a world of light shall be born. That's how things are. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised even if you told me there are other worlds. For a person so full of nonsense, you're really good at accepting new things. Anyway, we've told you what you wanted, so it's time to hand over the pine cones. Hey, we're not done. What about bullfruit? That's what I'm concerned about. Don't push it. Then let's both take a step back. I'm not interested in the worlds beyond the new tide, and I don't want to know anything else either. I only have a single request. When you find that darn bullfruit, tell him to come to see me as soon as possible. He knows how to find me. Deal? No, if you're planning on harming him, then I would rather never find my brother. Oh, ley lines, you silly girl. We are not the ones hunting your brother. It's someone else. Don't you realize that your brother's life is hanging by a thread right now? Didn't you say your boss was super mad? Oh, yes, very mad indeed. So mad, in fact, that he's dispatched a very formidable woman named Ruthless Calla-Lily. Ruthless Calla-Lily? I've heard of her from my brother before. He said that she never fails. Yes, she's as real as an assassin gets, and the scariest one out of us 5 great operatives. No matter where Bullfruit goes, she will catch him in the end and will either cut him in half or skin him alive. She never fails. And you. Are you helping my brother? I thought he took what you were looking for. Yes, he betrayed us. Betrayal is despicable, but it's also very cool, isn't it? No? What is wrong with these people? I've known him longer than you have, and I know he doesn't take reckless risks. We can't allow him to die until we know how he came up with such a cool idea. How he came up with the idea to betray you? I mean, have you met yourself? I don't think betraying you was real hard. I told Wolfhook immediately after I found out. We need to find Bullfruit before that scary woman does. This is also betrayal, isn't it? That's none of your business. We'll deal with it in the new tide way. Anyway, think about my proposal. I have nothing to hide. If what you said is true, then everything looks fine. Paimon's just afraid that you're lying. Hey, unlike Bullfruit, I'm no liar. Where did your companion go then? Where is, what's his name, Wolfhook? Did you fire him because he didn't help you last time? How old are you again, Trendy Flyer? If I could hear you when you were screaming by cabin, surely she could too. She must be nearby. I asked Wolfhook to stand guard in the area. We will not give Bullfruit into her hands. Do you understand now? All right, we'll trust you this one time. That's right. Now take the pine cones. Remember, if you see him, tell him to come see me at once. Hey, you just said that you wouldn't carry these things with you. That was a bluff, after he just said he would never lie. Of course. What was I going to do if you attacked me, Trendy Flyer? I mean, you can fly. What if you dived from above and messed up my hair? Paimon wouldn't do that, unless you're hiding Mora in your hair or something, or, like, food. Stop yapping. She'll be here any minute. Wolfhook and I might be able to stall her for a while, but you shouldn't waste your time here. Thank you, Zaytoon Peach. And thank Wolfhook for me. We're off. Oh, go on, move it. Okay. Back to the cabin. Cabin, hey Cabin, we have your pure pine cones. Mr. Cabin, are you there? Knock on the door. That's strange. Why isn't it responding? That guy didn't just leave on his own, right? Huh? Hurry over here. Oh, that sounded like it came from behind the cabin. Come closer, please, so I can have a good look at you. Hello. Are you the one who said that, Mr. Big Wine Barrel? I'm not a wine barrel. I'm the crucible of intense purity. I am sick of this quest. These people need help. You're obviously a wine barrel. You look nothing like a crucible. Ah, a princess and 2 knights, I see. Well, now, allow me to offer my humble greetings to such pure individuals as your august selves. Hello, Mr. Crucible. We're here to see Mr. Cabin of Intense Purity. Do you know where he's gone? I do. I've always been aware of your troubles, dear princess, and I've been waiting for the pine cones. Cabin has gone ahead, and it will be able to repair the contaminated path with said pine cones. Oh, so it's another one of you. Your world has quite a few apostles, huh? Anyway, we found the pine cones, but how do we pass them to you? Just push them through the hole above me. It's the path that leads to the world of purity. And then, Cabin promised to leave us a key. Paimon's shirts mentioned that to you, right? Cabin is a fair and kind person with a good temper, be it man, woman, or anyone else. Cabin would never allow anyone to offer a tribute to it. Yet you've done Cabin a great kindness, so why would it refuse to part with a single key? The people of your world are so strange, and you're so good with words. Anyway, let's put the pine cones in. You know what would be wild if this quest actually took us to a different world. And these weren't just people making up crazy nonsense like Fischl. Here, have your stinking pine cones. Ah, I've missed this pure taste. Now, allow me to fulfill our pledge. Please get a container from over there and collect the medicine that shall be squeezed from the outlet beneath me. When dusk arrives and the sun goes to sleep, drink the medicine, and you shall enter the world of intense purity. So the medicine squeezed from the pine cones is the key. That really is something. But where's the entrance? You, flying knight, may be a master of many skills, but unfortunately, neither hearing nor memory is one of them. The entrance is through the hole above me. I won't repeat myself again. Hey, it was just a tiny lapse of memory. A tiny one. Never mind that. Let's go get our key. Is he telling us that the answer is to get drunk? Will everything become clear once we're drunk? Collect the medicine. I guess alcohol is a type of medicine. The liquid pours out of the outlet and quickly fills the container. You've obtained the key. Finally, everything has been done perfectly thanks to you, pure ones. I'm a little reluctant to say goodbye, but even worlds say farewell sooner or later. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Crucible of Intense Purity and Mr. Cabin of Intense Purity, who left in advance. Once I find my brother, I hope we can thank you in person again. It's my greatest honor to hear such moving words from you, pure princess. As such, I must give you some personal advice. The world of purity only welcomes knights. It would be rather unwise for you to go forth into that place, princess. As for the reason, forgive me, I cannot say. Yeah, children shouldn't get drunk. It's frowned upon. And also, like, illegal. What a strange rule. The two of us will suffice. But I'm the one who's trying to save my brother, so I should be the one taking the risks. If you go instead of me, I'll feel awful. It's all right. Even that big crucible said that world welcomes knights. We'll be fine, but it may be more dangerous with you there. But no buts. Ask the big crucible if you're still worried about us. Crucible? Crucible. Crucible does not respond. Instead, it stares blankly into the sky. Or perhaps it is staring at the world, or at you. Who knows? Either way, Crucible offers no response. Ah, has it left already? Isn't that a little too soon? Fine. Anyway, Paimon is sure your brother wouldn't want to see you in danger, Blanche. So just wait here for our return, okay? Then, Miss Paimon, do you remember what Mr. Crucible said earlier? Let me repeat it for you. It seems to be the only thing I can do. Dusk is the right time. Drink the key and then enter through the hole above, Mr. Crucible, to arrive at the world my brother is in. As for what to do after that, you've been amazing, Blanche. Just leave the rest to us. In that case, let's all get some rest now. I'll do the cooking and pitch the tent. I'm very good at it, you know. My brother loves my cooking. Blanche's skills are even better than she claimed. You have a nice rest nearby. In the blink of an eye, the right time comes. Whoa, the sun is setting. It's almost time for our grand adventure into another world. I'll wait here for you two. I won't leave until you come back. If you get in trouble, like my brother, I'll find someone to rescue you. I know how to post commissions in the Adventurers Guild. That's nice. But Paimon thinks you should look for a safe place. There are still treasure hoarders lurking around, after all. No, it doesn't matter if they find me. They want my brother, and only I know where he is, so they won't harm me. Still, you should be careful. Also, I don't know if you've heard of this, Blanche, but people like to torture other people to obtain information. And you are the one with said information. Thus, torture becomes a viable option. I will. I hope that everything goes your way as well. Thanks. What kind of place will we find ourselves in? Paimon's getting excited. Storm, take the key out and drink it. This is going to be hilarious. Do I actually have to drink it? Drink the potion. Okay. Use. Enter. You pull open the tiny opening and leap inside. Only darkness awaits below. You fall, and fall into the darkness until you finally hear a splash. Coldness, dampness, stiffness, and dizziness assault you, but your consciousness begins to drift away. Like ashen coral, you quietly sink into the lifeless depths of the ocean. Some time passes, and then you hear a soft voice. Singing. Paimon's so dizzy. Feels like she's been sleeping for ages. Whoa, it's so dark here and so wet. Did we fall into water? Stormer, you're alright. Paimon's got your hand. And it's so cold. Come on, she'll warm it up for you. Thank you, Paimon, but I'm good. Have we arrived in the world of intense purity? Why is it so dark and cold and damp in here? It isn't the white, bright, and warm world that Paimon imagined at all. Singing. Huh? Is someone singing? Is anyone there? Hey, Knights, you're finally awake. How was your nap? Not good. Is this the world of intense purity? The world of intense purity? Pah! You actually believed that? Are you kids? How could there be another world? This is hilarious. What? We were deceived? Wait, how did you know all of this? Who are you? Don't you remember my voice? Seriously, we're at least partially acquainted, aren't we? You flying knight. Maybe a master of many skills, but unfortunately, neither hearing nor memory is one of them. You're the Crucible. I'm the Crucible and the cabin both. Ha ha ha. It's always been me. I've been hiding here, hoodwinking folk. Oh, right, the people on the street know me as another name. Tricky Bullfruit. Tricky Bullfruit, you're Blanche's brother. You're terrible. Where the heck are we? We're just inside the wine barrel. Obviously. Did you really think that you would travel to another world in those novels? Guess you hydro-controlling folk really are as naive as children. No wonder you're an ingredient of pure water. An ingredient? You plan to turn us into an ingredient? You already are. You've been soaking in the barrel for half a day. According to the formula, the power of hydro should have been isolated by now. I wouldn't have been able to mix pure water without the power of hydro you possess. Otherwise, who knows when I'd have been able to restore this formula. So, bro just needed water. So he throws a person in who can control water. Oh, I know you're strong, but you can forget about breaking out of this barrel. After all, you drank the key that I prepared for you. It's actually a drug. You must be feeling absolutely weak right now, huh? How could you, you sneaky little sneak? And to think that we were actually helping Blanche look for you. And now you're going to treat us like this, just for that formula. Stubborn until the end, huh? You can trick my sister, but you can't trick me. I betrayed the boss, and the boss isn't kind enough to spare me. You're the assassins my boss sent after me, right? You may be skilled, but unfortunately your brains are lacking. It's time to become ingredients for my potion. The real assassins are still out there. Don't even think about lying your way out of this. My sister is the only person in the world who would lend a helping hand to a stranger without expecting anything in return. That's the greatest flaw in your plan. What we said is true. Blanche will corroborate it. And we even met one of your compatriots. They're the ones who were really hunting you. Wait, where did she go? Was she in cahoots with you? Did she deceive us? Don't you insult her. Don't you ever use that word to describe her. She's purer than all of you combined. That silly girl actually jumped in after the two of you, and I even warned her not to come here. Seriously. Luckily, I was watching and I immediately sent her outside, but her body is too weak, so she should still be unconscious right now from the fumes of the alcohol. Then you'll know the answer when she wakes up. We're really not here to hunt you down. Brother, you're back? When did you get back? I missed you so much. Sis, when did you wake up? You should be resting. I'm so happy that you're back. I had a dream where you were singing to me, and then I woke up to you standing right before me. I'm so happy. Sora and Paimon rescued you, didn't they? Where are they? What? Who are those people? They're nice people who were helping me. Did they get left behind in that world? Did you not see them? How could this... Don't cry. Have you ever considered that they might have been sent to hunt me down? Hunt you down? No way. We met a colleague of yours earlier. They said that someone known as the Ruthless Calla Lily is after you. Blanche explains how you met. How can this be? She's coming for me? Did I really make a mistake? Anyway, if Storm and Paimon really have been left behind in that world, then we must rescue them. Ahem. Blanche, we're over here. Wait, I hear them. Oh, that's great news. Where are you? Are you inside, Mr. Crucible? Yeah, we're inside, Mr. Crucible. Are you stuck? Give me a moment. Let me see if I can pull you out. Wait, give me a moment. Forgive me. I was wrong. I'll release you immediately. What are you saying? The young man with orange hair quickly pulls you out of the wine barrel and starts explaining everything to his sister. That he drugged your friends. Yeah. What a guy. How could you do that? Yeah, how could you? Paimon's gonna throw you inside for 3 days and nights. Brother, apologize now or I'll never forgive you. I'm sorry. Maybe you can vent by hitting me. I won't fight back. Just do it, Storm. He really went too far. I truly don't know how to apologize to you. Really? Give him a good beating. Mess up his hair. Go on. Don't worry about hitting me too hard. I'll drink some fresh, pure water, so I'll be able to take quite the beating. Hey, are you trying to use this as an opportunity to test the potion of yours? You sly fox. Your apology doesn't feel very sincere now. No, not at all. It's just that if this potion's effects are, as legends say, then I can make another for you. Is that enough sincerity for you? Whoa, really? That does sound pretty nice. How much more is it worth? I hear the inferior version of it sells really well in the Fortress of Meropide, so I'm sure the original will definitely sell for even more Mora. So you betrayed your companions for Mora. I have my reasons. If any of them bother you, feel free to include those when hitting me. The orange-haired young man walks over to the wine barrel, extracts some of the potion made from you soaking in the wine barrel, and then gulps it down, drinking water that people have been soaked in. That's a whole choice. Hey, wouldn't that stuff be considered our bath water? Is our bath water that amazing? Do it. I'm ready.
Gather.
I do not think you are ready for this team, my dude. Unless you're gonna be like one of those healing machines. Oh, okay. Watching that beating got Paimon's spirits back up, that's for sure. Storm's hands were icy cold in the wine barrel, and it's all your fault. You really didn't hold back. I'm not complaining, though. I'm praising you. You're really strong. Come on, brother. Please, just stay silent. So that's all there is to pure water. No, something seems to be off about it. I've tried the inferior version, but this performed even worse than that. Did something go wrong with the production? Yes, you just needed water. And instead you used a person. It feels like Paimon's 100,000 Mora payday just became a mere 10,000. I wouldn't even go that far. I compared all the ingredients with the Potioneer's manuscript, so there's definitely no problem there, besides the ingredient extracted from the two of you, that is. Don't push the blame on us. How could it be our problem? We're pure enough. No, that's not what I mean. In the manuscript, the ingredient is known as the power of water, so I thought it meant hydro. So that's why you wanted to test us with those hydro mechanisms while you were disguised as the cabin. I'm embarrassed to say that there may be an error in my understanding, but what does the power of water represent? I must figure it out. It's all right. We've accepted your apology. I cannot stop here. I must find it. I have no other choice. Paimon doesn't quite get you. Isn't the power of water just the power of water? The power of water. only hydro holds power, right? What other kind of power could water hold? You've told me many stories, brother, so you must know that in many stories, water itself is power. Water itself? Imagine when the ingredient list says water, it in fact means water. That's right, just like the story about the potion year, which you told me when I was young. The story about obtaining pure water from the world of purity, but wasn't that just a lie? That's the only part I made up. The rest has been passed down by word of mouth for generations. They say that there was once a handsome but eccentric young man in the Fontaine Research Institute, a prodigy in potions and alchemy. But as the Institute's focus was not on potions and alchemy, and due also to his slightly withdrawn and narcissistic tendencies, he was somewhat ostracized. Later on, he came to these mountains to live in seclusion and continue his research, and he invented many miraculous potions. Unfortunately, none of them were preserved because he poured them all into the ground. He poured them all away? Yes, that's what the stories say. And that's why he's considered weird. Maybe all geniuses are like that. But there was a turn of events later on, and some say that it was the work of the Hydro Archon, who couldn't bear to see those legendary potions just vanish. As more and more potions were poured here, they gradually formed a small pond. The potioneer was so amazed by the pond's formation that he sat nearby and admired it all day. No one knows if he was indulging in his own masterpiece or his own reflection in that masterpiece of his. That is so intriguing. What happened next? He sang Reflection from Mulan because he was staring at his reflection in the pond. It was a very beautiful moment. After that, the young man would immerse himself in the pond all day. But one day, he accidentally slipped into the pond and drowned in his own creation. You live in Fontaine, and you don't know how to swim. Let's just all take a moment to breathe that in. Sometime later, a little blue and white flower emerged from the center of the pond, its beauty rivaling that of the potioneer. Oh, that's a sad story. Wait, a pond with a little flower? Hasn't Paimon seen a place like that? Are you serious? I mean, I didn't make this up, but it's all still just a legend. But Paimon really has seen it before. She can't remember where. Do you remember? In the world of intense purity. Guess you don't believe Paimon, huh? But she really has seen it, you know. I know. We passed by a small pond like that while we were gathering pine cones. There was a little flower in the center of the pond. Really? That's just a story. Are you sure? I never noticed. The whole story revolves around this pond, and there's a pond right next to this house that mimics the story, and you didn't think, maybe, that is in fact the pond from the story. You overlooked all of that because you were so focused on targeting us. That's why only Blanche remembers. It seems I really, forget it. Shall we head over there and have a look? Perhaps the key to the power of water lies in that pond. Okay, go to the pond. Can do. It's apparently over this way. Where did I get a mirror from? Yo, what's up?
This is order.
Hi.
The bond is strong.
Flicker.
Bye. It's finally over. There were so many monsters. There were 3. What attracted them? The water. They're water monsters. They might have spawned here, which means that there might be some kind of wonderful power in this area. You see the little flower in the middle of the pond? It's just like in the legends. Sure. It doesn't look that different from an ordinary flower. But the dewdrops on it are so shiny. They're more beautiful than dew you find elsewhere. Let's collect some. Dewdrops that have formed by absorbing essence. Maybe that's the truth behind the power of water. Okay. I can feel the power within these dewdrops just by looking at them. I have a strong feeling now that our next mixture will be a success. Let's go back and give it a try. What is it, calla lily? Great, 10,000 mora now feels like 100,000 mora. I'll start the mixing now, just wait a moment. The orange-haired young man starts working in front of the console and a smile of joy soon appears on his face. We've done it, we've done it. I don't even need to try it out, I just know. This is so much better than the rip-offs in the Fortress of Meripede. Whew, our work finally paid off. Great, you're amazing. So are you, Storm, Paimon. No, you contributed the most, Blanche. Yeah, you remembered that a pond existed next to this house. That has a story about it. That tells us that there's a pond next to it. Yes, if she hadn't remembered the story of the pond... That's nothing, brother. I remember everything you've ever said. Thank you, both of you, for not holding a grudge. I made 2 copies of the formula as I promised as my apology. Nice. You kept your word. We'll gladly take it. That said, though, we only need 1. And there's 1 for you, Blanche. Why? You can just take some. It's not like I'm going anywhere. No, we can't stay together forever. You have a bright future, and that's not something you should waste here. Take the complete formula to the New Fontaine Research Institute. If they don't think it's important enough, then go somewhere further out. Go to the Academia in Sumeru, or Liua, or Mondstadt. Someone will appreciate it enough to take you in. You can be like other girls. You can get a good education in school. It's much better than listening to all my tales. Is that why you made the potion? No, I've heard you say this stuff too many times. I'll go wherever you go. Aren't you going to listen to your brother? Not anymore? No, I don't. Not when you talk about this. I don't want to get mad at you. Please listen to me. I hate it when you try to act like a big brother. Blanche, come back. It's not safe around here. Oh boy, there she goes. Looks like you really made her mad this time. I don't want her to become just like me. I don't want her to become a treasure hoarder. She'll understand one day. Either way, we have to find her. It's too dangerous out there. Can I trouble you again to help me find her? I only trust the 2 of you with this. She's family, isn't she? Why don't you just do it yourself? I still need to wrap this potion stuff up. Still thinking about the blasted potions, huh? Paimon's got nothing to say to you. Storm, let's go find Blanche. Okay. I have no idea where this child ran off to. Do. Okay. Surely she's up here, right? 100%. I do not see a small child. Okay. I really hate these, like, go find it quests. Oh, found her. There you are. Storm, Paimon, he's trying to kick me out again. He just wants you to live a better life. Why isn't he here then? Well, he must be upset that I'm always so clingy. But I just want to be with him. What's wrong with that? Well, he's doing this because he loves you. Don't you think he must really regret becoming a treasure hoarder? But I don't mind. He was already a treasure hoarder when he found me. When he found you? He said he saw me crying on the side of the road when he was out scavenging one day, so he took me in. That was before I could speak and remember things. In that case, can't I just become a treasure hoarder too? Why won't he let me? He's so full of himself. A treasure hoarder, well, maybe. Anyway, let's go back first and so he can stop fretting. Words are hard. But he's not going to change his mind, is he? Let's hope he's alive. We'll talk to him. You're his family. Paimon's sure you can work something out. I guess so. Thank you both. But please, you have to help me convince him. Don't worry, we will. Wait, do you hear something? Calla Lily. I must die, right? Oh no, it's ruthless Calla Lily. That's my brother. We have to save him. I didn't think the boss would send you, Calla Lily. Well, I didn't think you would betray us either, Bullfruit. There are things that I must do. The little brat you found, I presume? How did you know? I've had countless chances to make my move, but I don't kill anyone before I figure out what's going on. Well, now I know everything. So I must die, right? It's good that you're ready to pay the price. You did betray the organization for her sake, after all. Actually, I have something to say. Bullfruit made a mistake, sure. But shouldn't we take a vote on this? You should have had a share in the formula that he took. That means we should have a say in this, right? As such, I propose we put the decision to kill Bullfruit to a vote. After all, the minority must obey the majority, right? Isn't that how the world works? Wolfhook, say something. Don't you live by that rule? Why are you so afraid of her? We're all operatives, aren't we? Having Wolfhook stall me, you may as well have asked a sheep to stop a wolf. Is your new tide just tomfoolery, Zaytoon Peach? Hey, leave the new tide out of this. The Fruity Order exists to maintain order and balance lost in this world. We must not skip the vote. There's no need to vote. Seriously? Did she beat you, silly? I think Wolfhook understands that my presence represents the opinions of the boss and the rest of the group. Even if the three of us are opposed, it's 3 against several dozen. And yes, in a perfect world, the minority must obey the majority. But there is one more thing, Calla Lily. I've always treated everyone in the order like family, even Bullfruit, even you. Families do not watch one another die, whether at the hands of outsiders or one of our own. Do you mean to say that you're abandoning your own principles? What I'm saying is that when it comes to family, it doesn't matter who's the majority and the minority. Looks like I went too easy on you back when you pathetically begged for your life. I'll do whatever it takes to stay alive. But now that there are 3 of us, we might stand a chance. Too cool, brother, too cool. Is this your latest principle? No Bullfruit taught me about this. I've just never applied it until today. So another one wants to die. Well, Zaytoon Peach, are you sure? Do you really want to betray the boss? Stop trying to put words in my mouth. I'll explain this to the boss myself. By the way, I'm tired of your arrogance. Also, why don't you think about your name for a moment? Is it a fruit? Are calla lilies fruit? I don't even know how you managed to become one of us. In fact, you're the real traitor. You betrayed us simply by having that name. I'm gonna show you what for today. I see that you don't want to live either. Fine, the order's cleanup starts today. Zaytoon Peach, Wolfhook, I'm happy that you still consider me family, but I've been a crook my whole life, and this might be my last day in this world, so please, just let me do the right thing for once. Stay out of it. This is my problem, and I should deal with it myself. That way, the boss won't give you any troubles either. Are you out of your mind? This is not the time to try to be cool. Don't worry. I've replicated the pure water, so I might stand a chance. If that's really what you want, then I'll support you. Yeah, go commit suicide. It's totally fine. Sounds great. If I don't come back, please take care of my sister for me. Let's see what you've got. Okay. Hello? Where am I going? Hi.
Solidify.
Busted.
Do.
Here you are.
It's my loss. Wait, is this for real? How is she so weak? Did my scolding affect her mentality or something? Am I even that amazing? It is strange. She was way stronger back when she attacked me, but even a child could fight her like now. Tell me the truth, Calla Lily. Is my potion too strong, or are you just going easy on us? Isn't it because of Storm's help? Even if we consider that, something still doesn't feel right. A loss is a loss. I accept my defeat. You... The boss won't come for you anymore. Really? That's how the boss works. I may not like Calla Lily, but if the boss sent her, then the boss won't pursue the matter, no matter the outcome. The Calla Lily who never fails has failed. Guess we're pretty good, huh, brother? Yeah, you're the best. If that's what you want. Either way, you'd better figure out how we're going to explain this to the boss. Calla Lily is definitely going to tell on us. Hurry up and ask your new tide for solutions then. I've been counting on it from the beginning, you know? What new tide? I've never even seen the new tide. Stop being a kid. Forget it. Let's think about it after we get back. No matter how great she is, she only has a single mouth. But we have two. It's 2 against 1. One is completely useless when it's 2 against 1. Naive idiots. I'm leaving. Wait, Calla Lily, Zaytune Peach, Wolfhook, I have something for you. Blanche takes out a handwritten note and hands it over. Huh. This is the formula for pure water that my brother deciphered. This belongs to all of you. He wronged all of you, so allow me to apologize on his behalf. I hope you can forgive him. He only did it for my sake. Sis. I see. Listen to your brother from now on, girl. If I had a brother too, I might not have turned out this way. What? Time to go. Take care of your sister, crappy bullfruit. See ya, Blanche. Bye, bullfruit. And goodbye to the two of you too. It's finally over, right? No, they're still my sister. No, I don't want to talk about that. You've got to talk, even if you're siblings. Come on, you two. Storm is right. It's always super important to talk stuff out. We have long conversations every day, too. Paimon's gotta touch base with her food fund, after all. Hey, just let Paimon have this, would you? Then, all right, I'll consider what my brother has to say, but I just don't want to be separated from him. You won't truly be apart. Indeed, we'll never truly be apart. It's just that you will experience many things while growing up, and we've all got to learn to live independently. Fine. But then you gotta teach me. Of course. I'll stay with you until you can stand on your own 2 feet. It's a deal then. All right. So what do you plan to do now? I haven't figured that out yet. Anyway, step 1 is to send a copy of the formula to the New Fontaine Research Institute. It can be considered their inheritance, after all. I might try my luck at the Fortress of Meripede after that. Pure water sells quite well over there. I mean, regardless of what Blanche decides to do, one simply can't do without Mora. The clock's ticking. It's time for us to leave. Are we in that much of a hurry? I wanted to cook for Storm and Paimon. It's all right. We'll meet again. Yeah, I apparently have to go to the Fortress of Meripede to save Child, so, you know, I'll be there. We can have like a thing, like a barbecue or whatever. All right. If you're too busy, I'll write it to the Adventurers Guild, so don't forget to pick it up. We will. Safe travels. Farewell, Storm. See you, Paimon. And safe travels to you, too. Whew, gotta say, Paimon does feel a bit sad to see him go, but we've done something very meaningful, huh? Paimon's suddenly filled with confidence toward our future journeys, in fact. What sort of confidence? You thought of your family right now, right? It was written all over your face. You'll definitely find him. And that's what Paimon's confident in. You should have confidence in it too. When we see him, Paimon will help you talk him around. After all, he only has a single mouth, but we have 2. It's 2 against 1. Remember, New Tide said that 1 is completely useless when it's 2 against 1. You truly are the trendy flyer. Trendy flyer? Paimon's cheering you on. Come on. Anyway, take this. It's Paimon's food funds. Paimon promised to pay the commission fees, remember? What's with that expression? Too embarrassed to say thank you, Paimon? That's gotta be it. Paimon heard it, though. That's right, you said thank you, Paimon, in your heart, didn't you? In which case, you're welcome. Just don't forget to put more Mora in our food fund from now on, okay? Thank God that is over. That quest was a lot. Okay. That is going to be it for this video. We will do more world quests some other time. See ya. Bye.